mean, I love playing with a band better because like somebody can tell me something to play, and like if I don't know it, 10 minutes later I know it. That's the way I am as a guitar player. I can learn things really quick, and I've always been like that. So it's pretty cool. So. See if I get an audience. I ain't got nobody yet. Oh. Thanks, man. I'm in a blues mood now. So that was pretty cool. I was just like playing some blues. Sweet child of mine. That's how it goes, man. I was trying to think of it earlier, and I was like, wait, that's like, yeah, 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 yeah. Cool, man. Cool, dude. Cool, yeah, yeah, yeah. Cool, man. So I was thinking about that, It's like pretty cool stuff, I'm just like thinking about blues right now, man. Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. That's like a rumble blues right there. I like that, man. I like that one part. That's cool. I learned that from Robin Ford, man. I was watching Robin Ford play, and he was doing something like that. Not exactly, but something like that. He's like, he's like, you like that? That's like rumble blues, man. That's pretty cool. That's a different style. I like playing different styles. Keep it interesting. I don't just play. I don't just play jazz and blues. I play rock. I play different styles. I've written a couple of songs, man, and it's like some of them worked, some of them didn't work, but it's pretty cool. I try them. Some of them worked really well. My singing's not great, but it's not bad. My singing's not like my guitar playing, but I do okay. It's hard to get. Oh, that's it. I'm trying to remember how I did that. That's the one. That's a song I wrote. I was trying to remember how I played it. I haven't played it in a long time. It was like has a weird tuning. Got to get it just right. It'll sound good. That's it. I think. So 1, 2, 3. It goes well now. Let me try it again. Well, baby, I'm just sitting here and thinking about a place I've never been, but I wanna check it out. I hear those rock shows every day, and cool people just wanna play. Oh man, that just blows me away. So I'm packing my bags, I'm getting ready to go. I'm gonna catch me a plane to Seattle, and I'm getting ready to go to Seattle. And I can't see it in my mind. Everybody there is out looking for a good time, and I need to get away. So I'm packing my bags, baby, and I'm catching a plane. I'm gonna go, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna go to Seattle, baby, 'cause that's where I want to go. Going to Seattle, going to Seattle, yeah. Going to Seattle, that's where I want to go. That's what I wrote. That's something I wrote, man. I was like, um, oh yeah, yeah. I know Weezer, man. I ain't played it in a long time. I don't even fool, but yeah, that's a good band, man. But that I wrote that song a long time ago, man. Going to Seattle. It's like I said, mostly I play guitar, but I have written a couple of rock songs. It's pretty cool, you know. It's like been trying to go in the beatnik jazz direction. You know, I got a lot of tunes. I'm gonna get them out there. I want to get out with a band on. I don't want to play a lot of it because I don't want people stealing my stuff. You know, but the one song I'm trying to promote right now is called "It's Just Cool," and it's online, and I play that a lot. I've been trying to get people to listen to it, get more into it, like the beatnik sound. You know, so I'll play a little bit of that for you. Okay. It's just cool, man. Yeah, that's cool stuff, man. Actually, I haven't played any. I mean, I could play Metallica, but it's like without distortion. My distortion's messed up on my amp. And Metallica just don't sound right without the distortion, man. But I love the band. Um, give me a couple days. I get my distortion. I'm gonna buy a distortion pedal. Give me a couple days to do that one. Because I don't want to do it without distortions. It's gonna sound like it's not gonna sound that good without distortion, really. Yeah, these rock this rock stuff is like it'll be like playing. Remember that one? Led Zeppelin. Yeah, yeah. I do know some Metallica, but I have to think about. I haven't played it in a while, and I don't want to sound crappy, man. I mean, yeah, it's it's like one of those things when you don't practice something for a while, you don't want to play it because it's not going to sound that as good as if you practice. It's like I was trying earlier. I was trying to think about how to play "Sweet Child of Mine," and it just came back in my head. So this is like one of those things that comes back. I haven't played rock in a while, but I can play it. It's like, oh yeah, hi. Let's see. No habla español. Muchas gracias for showing up. I don't. No habla el español. Wish I knew how to speak it, but I don't. English guy. But yeah, I got back in the mood to play some. Got in the mood to play blues, man. Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. I was in the mood to play some blues, man. Oh, thank you, man. This is kind of mood, man. I was like, jam it out, man. So I play different styles, man. You know, it's like cool, man, cool. Thanks, man. Thanks, man. I used to play in a blues band. It was called the Crossroads Blues Band, and sometimes we do a cover song, but I do a little change it a little bit. They be like, "Man, what are you changing it for again?" And we get in front of our people, and the people liked it. They liked the changes that I did. I'll be like, "See, man, I told you it worked, bro." So I kind of change things sometimes, yeah, but kind of fit my style. I like to have my own sound. And that's what we all need. We all need that as guitar players. We all kind of need our own thing. It just instead of sounding just like everybody else, right, bro? Yeah. Yeah, it's a Gibson Les Paul Custom. The guitar is was bought in 1975, and it's old, man. I mean, I was a hippie when we first bought this guitar. It has a different fret job. The original fret job was so much better than this fret job. This is like a fret job, like uh, the guy that did the fret job. I didn't like what he did because it's like the thinner, cheaper frets on it. But the old original Gibson had the thicker frets and it had a more professional tone to it. So I really missed that. But when I was a teenager, I was in a rock band. We were popular, but unfortunately, I had an accident and I had a stroke. And I had to learn how to walk and talk again, and everything just fell apart on me, man. We were playing all kinds of private gigs. We were getting our name known. Everybody knew who we were. Around here, it's the 1970s. Everybody in my area, we do all these private parties for people and stuff like that. And everybody was getting to know who we were. And we even got like an offer for a recording contract and stuff like that. I think we would have made it big, but I took a bunch of stuff and it caused me to have a stroke, and I had to learn how to walk and talk again, man. So I kind of lost it all, man. It sucked, but that's what it is when you mess with drugs. That's what happens, man. You know, yeah. I tell kids don't be messing with hard drugs, because you know weed, a little bit of marijuana ain't gonna hurt you, but like the other shit, man, don't mess with that shit. I tell them, man, heroin, all that shit, heroin, PCP, and all that stuff, man, don't mess with that stuff. You know, because it's bad stuff, man. Oh, thanks, yeah. So I've been down that road. I was down that road when I was a teenager, man. I took arsenals of drugs, man, when I was a teenager, and lived that kind of life, man. And it was, oh, thanks, man. Thanks, I appreciate that. Who's that? Rad. I think's Rad. I appreciate it. Yeah, yeah. So I tell people now, man, like smoke a little weed. Alcohol's not good for you. Maybe drink a little. Don't overdo it. Definitely stay away from cigarettes, man. Cigarettes are like a waste of money and time, because I had so many. Now I'm 64 years old. I'll be 64 this month. I've lost so many friends to stupid cigarettes, man. And they used to be in so much better health than me, but they continued to smoke cigarettes, and now I outlived them, which I feel bad, man, because I wanted them to live too, man. I don't want people to die. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. I appreciate that so much, man. So much, Cletus, man. I appreciate it. Uh, About your dad's age, yeah. Your dad's probably a cool guy. He probably remembers the '70s, man. I mean, the '70s was it was a time we had all the great music, though. I mean, we had Black Sabbath. Black Sabbath was really, I gotta say, Black Sabbath was kind of my favorite, but so was Led Zeppelin. But I love Black Sabbath too, and Deep Purple. Oh man, I was a big Deep Purple fan. All those guys, Black Sabbath, Deep Purple, Mahogany Rush. Mahogany Rush was a very good band. Um, the original band Rush, before they went commercial, when they come out with like 2112 and stuff like that. I love that album 2112 by Rush. Man, that was like great music. Heart was an awesome band. I seen Heart live and I was like, just blew my mind that that chick could play the guitar like that, Nancy Wilson, and the singer of Heart, man, nobody beats her, man. Ann Wilson, nobody sings better than her, dude. I don't care what anybody says. I've had people say, "Oh, this woman could sing as good as her," and all that. No, I have not seen. I seen Heart live, and I've never seen anybody could out Ann Wilson. I mean Nancy. Let's see, Ann Wilson, Annie sing. I never seen anybody could out sing Annie Wilson. You know what I'm talking about? The rock group Heart. Look them up. The rock group Heart. Look up Heart, man, and check out that chick singing, man. It's like nobody's ever matched her, man. I don't care what anybody says. Nobody's ever matched her, man. She was so cool, man. Barracuda. Oh my god, dude. Barracuda. We used to play that in our band, Barracuda and stuff like that. But man, I'll tell you that was a hard act to follow. Heart was a hard act to follow. They were so great, you know. How old is it? 1975. Sean, it was 1975. So it's got to be 50 years old. Are you from Mexico? No, I look Spanish. My mother had Spanish blood in her because that's why I look Spanish. But I'm actually, yeah, my mom had some Spanish blood in her. But yeah, I'm actually mixed with a bunch of different stuff. I'm like a Heinz 57, man. Like just I don't know what you call me, like a whole bunch of stuff. I guess I'm just American. I guess you know what I'm saying, man. I live here in America. I love Mexican people. I'm not Mexican, but I love Mexican people. I think they're great, and well, I love all people. But you know what I'm saying. So it's kind of cool, man. It's kind of cool. Yeah, man. Yeah. Machine Head. Oh man, I love them, but I don't really. I never learn anything by them. It's like kind of like my genre right now is jazz and rock. Uh, I'm trying to get something together this summer, and I want it to be great. I'm not gonna have second best. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna have. It's got to be something really kicking because I want to do something really cool this summer. Whether I make it big or not, I just want to do like some shows, man. Just like where people will be like, where we can play all the rock tunes and my beatnik jazz because I've been trying to bring back the modern beatnik jazz sound because it's really cool. And that was before modern beatnik. I mean, beatnik jazz was before I was born, man. So I love beatnik jazz, man, and I was trying to bring that back. So a lot of cool. That's a lot of cool stuff, man, right there, man. So. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It's not a lefty. This video makes me look like I'm left-handed, but I'm not. I'm actually turning it around in your mind. I'm actually playing the right way. It's just the video flips it. Yeah, I'm not lefty. This is actually my left hand that I'm chording with, and this is my right hand. So I play just like other guitar players. It just kind of looks that way in this video. I don't know why this video flips it around like that. That's weird, man. Every time I make a video on my phone, it like flips it around. I think it's because you know what I mean. I'm looking at myself making the video, and I'm doing it that way, and it kind of it inverts it makes it look like I'm left-handed, but I'm not left-handed. That's pretty funny, yeah. In my other video, I was trying to get people like these yeah, cool, yeah. Yeah, yeah, this is. I play jazz. I mostly play jazz. I mean, I don't mostly play. I play a lot of jazz because I am a jazz guitarist too. Um, yeah, I voted for him. hopefully, hopefully he's gonna clean this place up, man, so we can start making some more money, man. Because money's good, isn't it? You know what I mean, man? It's like it's been tough with these weirdos in the White House, man. They don't want nobody to have money. You know, I'm like, what? Come on, man. We gotta have money, man. Uh, I have a 2016 gold top that I just converted from a big big speed to a hard tall. Oh, awesome, man! I'd like to see that, man. I mean, you like, yeah, I'd like to see that, man. You should make a video with it, you know, kind of talk about it because I'd like to see that guitar, man. You should do that. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. A long time ago, I did a studio stuff. I did a lot of studio stuff, and it was kind of taking off, and then it's like up and down, man. It's hard to make it because you gotta have connects and stuff. But there was a lot of people that liked it and stuff, but it's kind of hard to make it really big, you know. But it's cool. It's cool. I just play because I like to play. Uh, oh yeah, thanks, man. I've been playing a long time, you know. So I played in a blues band for a very long time. Um, we were cool. We were good. In the 1990s, I played in the Crossroads. I was the original guitarist. A lot of people don't know it because I was like shy and I didn't really say much. But I would stand back and I was the guitar player in the original Crossroads blues band. And I played with them for a long time. But then we had like a falling out, dude. We kind of split up, but people loved us. Queen. I like Queen, but I don't really know how to play their music. I never really played that kind of music. I really mostly when I was with a hard rock band, I played Sabbath, Ted Nugent, Pink Floyd, a lot of rock stuff. You know, I played a lot of Nugent. You know, Snakeskin Cowboys. Oh, you know, and I did Hey Baby. You heard that one, man? But Hey Baby by Ted Nugent. A lot of stuff. We used to do all that stuff, man. Yeah, and the Stranglehold. Yep, yep. We played Stranglehold. We played all that stuff, man. I like Nugent. He's got his own sound. I kind of did my own thing. I would like improv and do my own thing, but yeah, I love that look from Hey Baby, man. That's like legendary from the solo from the actual album, the studio version. I don't know why he quit doing that, man, because I like that. I like that little part. That's pretty cool, man. It's like I don't know why he didn't keep that going, man. Yeah, I used to know a lot of people. I haven't, like I said, I haven't played rock in a long time, man. So like, you know, but if I played in a band, man, it's like give me about a week and I'd be up on all this stuff again, you know. So I don't want to start hitting these songs unless I got them tight, you know, because I'm gonna look kind of, you know what I mean. You know how it is. If you don't do it for a long time, you got to kind of review everything and kind of get back on it. You know what I mean? Because it's like, hey there, Don. Hey, yeah, how's it going? What's your favorite rig to gig with? I love Marshall amps. You know what I mean? Massa Boogie amps, the Marshall amps, Fender amps, stuff like that. I get, I play bass. Bass is cool, man. I love bass. I play bass too sometimes. I'm actually pretty decent bass player. I'm not like great on the bass. I'm better on the guitar than I am on the bass, but um bass is kind of tough for me, but I can do a lot of stuff on it. But it's kind of like, okay, a bass player tries to play guitar and it's kind of tough for them, but they can still do it. And then I go on a bass. It's the same way with me. A bass player is gonna come along, do the string popping and stuff like that, and make me look stupid on the bass because I can't really. I'm not really a bass player, but I can play a little bit. And I know the bass players follow the drums. A lot of people don't give the bass players credit, man. Bass is tough, man, because you got to get beats on the bass, man, and you got to funky and all that string popping and all that wild stuff. It's hard, man. Bass is just as hard as the guitar, but in a different way. Because you got a true bass player approaches the bass in a different way than the guitar player approaches the guitar. And that's what a lot of people don't understand, man. It's like a thing all of its own. The bass player in a band, when they're playing with a band, they follow the drummer. They don't really follow the get. They notes follow the guitar, but the beats and stuff like that follows the drummer, man, or a true bass player. You know, the bass player I like right now, man. If, the Lugano concert of Larry Carlton, Lugano concert of Larry Carlton. Look up Travis Carlton and look at the Freeway. It's called Freeway. The song Freeway, and Travis Carlton does a bass solo, and that it just blew my mind, man. This dude is like grooving, man. And I'm like, how, man, how, Yeah, I love bass. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember all those guys. Primus and all those. I remember all. Oh, Pantera. Pantera was a great band, man. I love Pantera, man. That Cemetery, and then uh, my favorite song by Pantera was "Cowboys from Hell." I love that song, and "Walk." Oh man, that solo from "Walk" that Dimebag Darrell plays in "Walk." That's like alien guitar right there, man. That is tough to get it like he did. Man, I mean, he got some sounds out of that guitar, didn't he? I love Dimebag Darrell was great, man. All those guys. John Deacon is my favorite bassist. Yeah, yeah, I know. I have heard of him. He's great. He's great. And that girl, I can't think of her last name. Kinga is her first name. Kinga. She has a strange name, but she's from Poland. She's very good. She's very good. Yeah. Um, Kinga Gleik or something like that. Kinga Gleik. I seen her. I like her. And that one that played with oh yeah, you talk about Wilkenfield, that played with Jeff Beck. Jeff Beck, what's that girl's name? Played with Jeff Beck. Um, she's a phenomenal bass player. I love her. I love her. I can't think of her. Jess or something like that. Wilkenfield, Jess Wilkenfield or something like that. She's very good. The guitar, 50 years old. Yeah, it's 50 years old. This guitar is 50 years old, man. It's an old guitar. Yes, it's been around so long. Yeah, thanks. But a lot of people don't understand, man. A lot of young people, man, they're young right now. Age catches up to you. Now, when I was young, I was like one of the cool youngs. I had long hair, and I was like an outcast to a lot of the older people because I was a hippie. I was like, you see the hippie guys or the guys now that's got the long hair and stuff like that. I was like that when I was young. I had that attitude. I played, I was a hard rocker and all that stuff. So that was me, man. As a teenager, I was like that. You're 50. That's still young, man. Because I'm 64. I'll be 64 this month, December 15th. I'll be 64. Can you believe that, man? I've been around for a very long time. Yeah, Generation Z. Okay, cool. I love this newer generation now as far as musicians too, man. These young kids are really playing, man. And it really feels good to see these young kids out here doing stuff that this amazing music makers, and innovative and stuff. And I've heard people try to put him down, and like Tim Henson, man, he's got a unique style, and I people were talking bad about him at first. I heard some people talking bad, so I went and checked him out. I was like, damn, that guy's awesome, man. I mean, he come up with his own thing, and he just sounds great, man. And who cares about the era, Just like me liking beatnik jazz. I love beatnik jazz, but it's not from my era. Beatnik jazz is even before I was born. So it doesn't matter when the era come out. Right. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Generation X. Cool. Yeah. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter when the music came out. It matters who played it. If they're good or not. And a lot of those musicians were cool. Actually cool. They partied and stuff, but they kept it on. They kept it hid. Because back in the old days, they were like they'd come after you like a witch hunt. So a lot of them were really actually cool people. Um, Charlie Christian, way back before I was born. Charlie Christian, Django Reinhardt, all these cats. I'm sure they partied, man. I bet you they did. I bet you did it. They were great, man. You look at a lot of these older players, man, and they were just really phenomenal. So it doesn't matter. The era doesn't matter. What matters is if the person's cool or not. Yeah. So yeah, cool, good stuff, man. So it's like the cool, just being cool. Yeah, I don't like to fight though. I'm not very good at it. No, I get beat up, man. I don't fight good. No, I try to just avoid it, man, because I don't even like fighting, man. Fighting's like somebody's gonna get hurt, and I don't want to be the one that gets hurt. So I kind of like just try to avoid it, man. I mean, anybody's gonna have to do what they gotta do if somebody's attacks them, but hopefully nobody will attack me. Have you been? Uh, yeah, it was a hard time growing up because I grew up in a time when there was a lot of conflict and stuff, and I had friends of all races and stuff, but there was like a war, there was like racial wars and stuff going on around here, gangs and things like that. And I actually dropped out of school in the eighth grade, and then I didn't go back. I quit school in the eighth grade, and I didn't go back for a very long time. And then I got a girlfriend. She talked me into going back. I was in the ninth grade. Didn't last long. I quit again, and I ended up getting a GED and stuff. But yeah, school was tough for me, man. It was really tough, man. Especially during the era that I grew up. It was like around here the schools were so tough. But I went to the ones. Fortunately, the high school I went to, I had good experiences because it was Hammond High School, and it was like no racism, man. You know, the other school, there was another school called Hammond Tech, and it was like racist. But when I went to Hammond High, it was like me and everybody got along, man, and everybody was cool with each other. And as long as you didn't say nothing to nobody, they didn't say nothing, anything to you. And I partied with people, and it was cool. 1970s. So I liked that school. That was cool. I didn't go there very long, but I liked it. You did? Oh, cool, cool. I mean, we got to do what we got to do sometimes, man. The schools are sometimes corrupt. You know what I'm saying? It's not always the kid's fault, man. If you're in school and the school's corrupt, man, I mean, you got to do what you got to do to survive, man. I went to a rough school, so it was really rough for me, man. And I'm not that big of a guy. I might look big on camera, but I'm not that big of a guy. I'm like 5'8", about the same height as Bruce Lee, but nothing like. I can't fight nothing like Bruce Lee, man. That was a bad dude, Bruce Lee, man. Everybody tries to talk about Bruce Lee like he was so little, man. 5'8" ain't that little, man. 5'8's not that little. It's like, and you know what's funny, man? I always thought Bolo Young, great big guy. He's a big muscular guy, 5'5". Bolo Young's only 5'5". I looked that up and I was like, what? I always thought he was like 6'5" or something. I looked it up. 6'3". That's pretty big. My nephew is 6'4". I got a nephew. His name's Marco. He's 6'4", 6'3". Yeah, that's tall right there. I'm only 5'8", man. I'm not that tall. My oldest son is 5'11", just shy of 6 feet, and then my younger son is 5'10". So both of my sons ended up being bigger than me. You know, so I'm kind of a short dude. Yeah. Yeah, I fool around with different types of music, and people are like, "What's that?" You know, and I was like, "I don't know, man. It's something I picked up online. It's like the beatnik of the Zodiac or something." That's like beatnik jazz. I like that. I like that. And it goes back to cool jazz chords. I'm always trying to, I'm always trying to learn something. I like Elvis. I like Elvis Presley. Elvis Presley was great. He was a very blues based. If you look at his history, Elvis actually was a very blues based man. He actually started out, like a bluesy style, and he was very good for what he did. I know I like him. I like it. Jailhouse Rock, all that is legendary. Jailhouse Rock is legendary. Everybody loved that. And his movies, man. I used to watch his movies all the time. Yeah, I like Elvis. No, I like Elvis Presley, man. Elvis Presley was great. You know. Yeah, I was a fan when I was growing up. Especially, I was a big fan of Elvis, man. So I liked Elvis. I liked the Beatles. I liked the Monkees. You ever hear of the Monkees? Oh man, the Monkees were good, man. And that guitar player for the Monkees, dude. A lot of people don't know him, but he was great. Mike Nesmith. He could play the guitar when he wanted to, man. He did. He just like his real Spanish tune. He does, man. He's really great. Oh, hi, hi. Thanks for visiting, man. I really appreciate y'all coming to check me out, man. I love playing music, man. I mean, I can play music all night. I play different styles. Something like that. If you listen to Beatnik at the Zodiac, check that out online. That's where I got it from. I was like, that's catchy, man. That's catchy. I just like relax and listen to it. And then it starts out slow, and then it has that fast lead section in it. It's like kick ass lead. I'm like, who the hell is playing that guitar for Beatnik at the Zodiac, man? You need to check that. That is one kick ass guitar player, whoever he is. I'm thinking to Django Reinhardt, maybe. Kind of a style like him, man. And he does this like phenomenal stuff, man. I was listening to that. And a lot of people pass it up. They don't really think about that guitar playing, but that guitar playing is like so phenomenal. It's called Beatnik at the Zodiac. Look it up online, Beatnik at the Zodiac. And I was like, damn, man, who's playing that? I love it. I gotta learn some of that. So I learned a little bit of it. And that's that little section I learned from it. And he had that style. And I thought, wow, that's a different style, different sound. I want to pick that up. So I'm always trying to pick up different sounds and stuff, and always trying to sound a little different than you're 6'1". That's pretty tall. Yeah. 6 foot, nope, that's tall, man. I'm not that tall, but other people in my family were all tall. I had uncles that were like 6 feet tall. Some of the girls were tall in my family, and I had tall people in my family, but I'm not that tall. I'm 5'8". Not really that good a fighter. I don't like to fight anyway, so it doesn't matter. Always try to avoid fighting and stuff. Main Squeeze. No, I have not heard of Main Squeeze. Are they good? I gotta check them out. Main Squeeze. I gotta check them out. Uh, Generation of cool grandparents. Oh, thanks. Yeah. I just try to get along with everybody and just try to be cool with everybody, and just go with the flow. Main squeeze. I gotta check that out. Are they blues, rock, or jazz, or what kind of music do they play? They're probably rock, right? I hope. I like rock a lot, man. Uh, but I like a lot of music, and listen to a lot of different things, man. So which is the best band from Mexico? Uh, I don't know. I like Mexican music though. Uh, there's a lot of good bands from Mexico, man. Mexicans are great musicians, man. From Mexico, great musicians, big on music. I love Mexican and Spanish style and stuff. Uh, never really played a lot of it, but I can definitely listen to it and I love it. So uh, so it's cool. All of it's cool, man. You know, Jennifer Lopez, I like her. I like all that stuff. I've been in fights too, man. I hate fighting, man. It's like bad memories. Fighting is just bad memories for me, man. I had a lot of girlfriends. Those are good memories. Fighting, fighting was bad memories, man. I don't like to fight, man. Yeah, I try to avoid all fighting. Oh yeah, flamenco music is awesome, man. Tim Henson. Tim Henson bases his music on flamenco music. If you look at Playing God, man, it's like the guy is phenomenal. I don't even play that, but that would be very, very hard to learn. I could probably learn it, but it would be tough, man. It'd be something I'd have to put a lot of time into to learn, And like I said, I've been doing a lot of jazz lately, and I don't know, I just been doing the jazz, jazz thing. Like yeah, just doing just different jazz stuff, man. I love jazz. I love playing jazz, blues, rock, all that. That's just improvisation right there. beatnik jazz thing. I've been really getting a lot into that beatnik jazz stuff. Yeah, it is Les Paul. I mean, yeah, it's the '70s Les Paul. This guitar, um, 1975, 1975, man. You know, oh yeah, yeah, it's a really good guitar, man. And but it's old. It had a fret job. It was a better guitar when it had the original frets, Gibson frets. But the frets got warped, and I had a fret job done it, and I was kind of angry because he put the cheaper frets on it, you know. So yeah, it's still a nice guitar though. It still sounds pretty good. Yeah. Talk about Spanish. See, that's like Spanish music right there, man. I appreciate you guys coming and checking me out, man. I really do. That's yeah.
Hey Dad, are you busy?
Yeah, I am. I'm making a live video, dude.
Can you well you got any more beer?
I do, man. I'll give it to you in a minute. Yeah, dude. Give me 5 minutes, bro. All that comes from studying different styles of music. Oh yeah, yeah. Thanks, man. I'll start doing more of this because I was actually showing people how to play jazz and stuff, and talking about music theory. If you watch my other videos, I talk a lot about music theory and stuff like that. Okay, if you're trying to get started as a jazz player, if you're interested in, yeah, 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 yeah. But if you're interested, yeah, yeah, Spider, yeah, I like that, dude. Spider. Okay, cool, cool, cool. If you're interested in jazz music, I always tell everybody that watches my videos, man, the three major modes you want to start out with is the major mode. Like if I'm in A, this is the regular bar chord A, right? But if you drop your fingers down, you're right here, right? You just drop them straight down like that. You take your middle finger and put it on the F, and you bring it back. You bring your fingers back 1/2 step. No, you put it on an E. I'm sorry. So you got the bar chord like this. You drop these fingers down. You bring them back 1/2 step, or that's 1 fret position. And you take your middle finger and put it on an E string, and your index finger and put it on the A string up here. And that's going to be A major 7. So you practice your major scale over that. Like that. And then you start doing variations of that. That's like picking specific notes from that scale and making it sound jazzy to get us jazzy sound. Okay, so that's your A major. That's the first thing you want to learn. All your and they're movable all the way going up the neck. They're movable. Okay, or sorry, down the neck. Up is this way. You're going down the neck, going all the way down the neck. They're movable. In other words, if you do your scale here, same pattern's going to work here for C. So if you're trying, that's the first mode that you learn. It's called the major mode or Ionian mode. The second mode that you want to learn is you want to do a minor chord and go back 2, 1, 2. That will be the C's and do the C major scale over that chord, D minor. That will be Dorian. I'm doing a C major scale, but over this chord. So it makes it Dorian. Interesting. So that's going to be Dorian. That's the second mode you want to learn. Okay? The third mode you want to learn is called jazz minor. It's an alteration of the Dorian scale, and it kind of sounds like. Gives it a minor sound, and then you practice doing patterns over it. So I'm doing there. And like when you learn jazz, you got to learn the rolling techniques and stuff like different techniques to make it sound jazzy. So those are the three things you want to start with: your major mode, your Dorian, and then your jazz minor, and you just keep practicing them until it's like anything else, like riding a bike. You practice it so much, you get used to it, and you learn it, and then you can go on and learn more, and just learn all your modes. Get a book on modes, modes and arpeggios. I recommend. I think they still have the book out. It's called Don Latarsky on scales and modes. Pick that up and learn that. Learn what you can out of the book. But you don't want to go too fast. Try to play your own music and just like do your own thing. But like as you get extra time, you come and you learn a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more. And then like if you're interested in jazz, even if you don't learn all the jazz standards or learn how to be a jazz player, you still want to learn something about it because jazz incorporates everything in it, has everything in it. And when the more you learn about jazz, the more it's going to help you in any other genre that you're in of playing. It will help you. The pentatonic mode. Yeah, that's the pentatonic right there. That's for rock players right there, yeah. And usually like that double picking, I call it. I forgot the first guy that did that. I used to know his name, but that's pretty cool to learn. That's how it's done slow. So yeah. That's cool to put in songs right there. You jam. Yeah, basically somebody who made that pentatonic scale popular from way back in the '60s was Jimmy Page. Good Times, Bad Times. Listen to Good Times, Bad Times, and the guitar solo that he does in Good Times, Bad Times. He uses that double picking style. That that's cool stuff, ain't it? Yeah, I like that. I like that rock style. I like rock music a lot, dude. I like rock. I like jazz. I like blues. I like jazz fusion. Yeah, I play jazz. That's kind of literally, I guess you would call me jazz fusion, but I came out with my own thing, man. I really did. And yeah, thanks, yeah, yeah. I did that way back. Oh, I was a rock guitar player in the '70s, and I used to do that a lot. And then later on, like in the '80s, I learned jazz. I didn't really learn jazz until the '80s. In the '70s, I was a rock and blues player, and I really started learning. I knew a little bit about jazz in the '70s, but I really started learning jazz in the 1980s and stuff like that. And I played at a jazz club in the 1980s. It's called the Grapevine for a while, and they dug me. You know, and I thought that was pretty cool. You know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Blues, jazz, and rock, and funk, and rumble blues, and southern rock, and all that stuff. I played all of it, man. It's all, It's like you forget some of it. Sometimes you have to go back and like if you're playing with a band, it's better because when you're playing with a band, then you're practicing a lot and you're like going over these songs and you don't forgive them because you're doing it all the time. It's like if you don't do it all the time, you can kind of forget it. I grew up funk. Yeah, funk is great, man. Funk is great. So yeah, I love funk music. Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. Um, you want a really jazzy funk song that I love, man? Listen to "Burnable" by Larry Carlton. "Burnable" at the Lugano concert, man. It's like, man, and I think Robin Ford wrote that song, but it's like dun, 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 dun. Yeah, that's a really cool funk song. I like that one a lot. A little bit, a little bit, a little bit, a little bit. I haven't done funk in a while. See, it was funky, like funky blues, man. I never really delved deep into funk, but I probably have the tools to learn it. You know what I mean? Because I know, like the diminished scale, they use the diminished scale a lot. I know because I know music theory. I could probably learn any funk song too because the diminished scale is used in that. That's the diminished scale. And this is something right out of my head just because I know music theory, I can do that. And so I've seen. Nah, I don't really touch that much on Chet Atkins at all. He has a different style. He's like finger picking. I don't do much finger picking. I do a little bit of like what do they call that? Hybrid picking. You know, it's like Second, so you can get it faster if you're using a finger. Yeah, like that. I do a little bit of hybrid picking, so I know how to do. I know how to do it. I haven't really done a lot of it because I've been playing a lot of jazz, but I know how to do it. So it's pretty cool. I know how to do just pretty much about anything with a guitar, man. It's just like sit down and practice and kind of get into the groove. And if I'm playing with a band, I can kind of pick up what they want me to learn and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool, man. Chet Atkins is oh man, Chet Atkins is oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And watch Chet Atkins playing with Mark Knopfler from Dire Straits. That blew me away, man. Mark blew me away when he could play with Chet Atkins like that, man. I was like, I didn't know that. And he matched Chet Atkins. I was like, he's so awesome, man. Mark Knopfler. And the only really song that I played by Dire Straits was Sultans of Swing. I love that song. I didn't play a lot of their tunes, but I played some of them. I kind of made that up my own. That solo, I kind of changed it a little bit to make it my own. I like that little arpeggio I put in there. So I did that with a band. They wanted to learn the song, and they're like, "That's different, but it's good. It's not exactly like Mark, but it's still good. It worked for a show. You know, so stuff like that. No, my amp goes to 10. My amp is actually I need another amp, man. My amp has some the distortion's not working on it. Um, my dog was goofing around somehow. It got my amp got turned over. I had it on some stuff and it got hit, and like the front part of it, the jack is messed up, so I got to get fixed. And the distortion's messed up, so I can't play with. I don't have no distortion right now. So I was like, okay, I'll just play jazz for a while, man. So I've been getting into the let's hear that bridge pick up. That's kind of sharp because it's like sunk in. You know how they sink in after a while? I got to get that fixed. So the bridge pickup is like kind of sunk in, so it's got like a. And then the top pickup still sounds good. That's some fast picking right there. That's a good little practice right there. That's. I can pick fast, but I've been mostly concentrating on jazz scales and stuff. ball sound. See what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. Thanks, man. That's kind of a jazz style I created on my own too. It's like just different taking different jazz patterns and applying them to different chord changes and taking the knowledge that I have of scales and modes and applying them to different chord changes, and it worked. I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. So kind of my own thing. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, thank you guys very much for coming. I had a really good time. That's is I'm using a Marshall amp, but it's one of the cheaper amps. It's a Marshall 150, and it's like I said, it has the distortion doesn't work, and the front input jack is broken, so I can't use that. I'm running it from the back because the front input jack is broken, so I have to get it repaired. But uh, probably just gonna buy a new amp. Oh yeah, yeah. I live in the Northwest Indiana area. Josh, thank you for that. I know I live in the Northwest Indiana area, Josh. So if you know a place like, what kind of guitar do you have? I have a Gibson Les Paul Custom. Again, it's 1975 model. Gibson Les Paul Custom. It had a fret job that I don't like. I like the original frets better. They were thicker and stuff, but I got stuck with what I got stuck with. Um, but yeah, this is I actually want to have the guitar refurbished because I love this guitar. It means so much to me, and the main squeeze is from Indiana. Oh yeah, yeah. There's a few bands that come, from Indiana. Yep, yep. Hey guys, thanks for coming, man. I really appreciate you checking out my channel and stuff. Checking me out live and stuff, man. Uh, I do, but it's loaned out right now, so I don't have it with me. My acoustic guitar, I don't have it with me right now. Yeah, yeah, and it's an Epiphone. So yeah, it's pretty cool. The Epiphones are good. I think it's Epi. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, the Epiphones are good. And the thing is, man, everybody says I have an Epiphone Les Paul. It's just as good as Les Paul. It's just a name. Epiphone does an excellent job of making guitars, man. In Houston, Texas. Oh yeah. Oh cool, cool. I've been there before. Cool. I like it. Houston. I've been to Austin. Let's see places in Texas. I've been to Austin. I've been in Houston. I'm in New Mexico. I like that. I like New Mexico a lot. Arizona. I was in Surprise, Arizona. My sister lives there, and then Phoenix and all that. Yeah, I've been around, out west a little bit. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. That's true. The guitar playing is what matters, man. Yeah, yeah, dude. But it's tough, man. It takes a lot of practice. You have dedication, man. If you just like doing it, I just like doing it. That's the reason I play a lot, because I just have fun with it, man. And I just love playing the guitar, man. It's just something I like to do. My dog, I think, is wanting to go out. He's going crazy. Uh, but yeah, yeah, I like the Epiphone. The Epiphone is a good. I've heard people put it down and stuff. New Mexico and Arizona is beautiful. Yes, I went to the Grand Canyon a few years back. I couldn't believe the Grand Canyon. You have to go there if you haven't been. You have to go there, man. It's so beautiful, but be careful. Don't don't wander out on the edge, because there are a lot of people that die that way. So I stayed back. I love bossa nova. Yeah, I do, but I gotta take off. Unfortunately, my dog is going crazy. He wants to go out and stuff, so he's bugging me right now. This little booger, and he's upside down, giving me the mouth treatment because he wants to go out. That's what he does. He like lays upside down. That means he wants to go out. He's getting ready to bark. He's getting ready to bark. I told you, man. I told you, my dog. I know my dog, man. He wants to go outside, man. So I gotta let my dog out, guys. Say, hey, man. Uh, what's his name? We just call him Blackie. I found him. He almost got hit by a car, and I saved him from getting hit by a car. And he wouldn't come to any other name but Blackie, so I just call him Blackie. Because he's black. His hair's black. So, well, anyway. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm gonna make some more, man. I'm gonna make some more, man. I'm trying to help people out. They're playing guitar, get people in jazz and all kinds of music. Okay, okay, guys. Thank you very much. If I don't see you guys, man, well, I'd have to have distortion. I gotta get my distortion fixed. But I do know how to play Eruption, but I'm not really yeah. So it's not really my style, but I could do it. But yeah. But anyway, hey guys, thanks for visiting me. I gotta let go. I gotta let you go because my dog's driving me crazy. I gotta go out. He's not gonna stop barking. Okay, so peace. Thanks for checking me out. And if I don't see you, Merry Christmas. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thanks for checking me out. See you guys.